After several days on the road, Serana, Inigo, and I finally reached the bannered Mare. I expected a warm fire, a quiet drink,
Let me know if you want
and
any.
perhaps a little
I think I
peace.
got a clean mug around
With
here
these
somewhere.
two, I should have known
Looks
better.
like we're here.
Inigo, find us somewhere to sit. We're staying for a while.
Sure.
Do you need something?
Care for a drink?
Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first?
Let's stay by the fire for now.
Alright. Now, on to the drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk?
Something daring. Surprise me.
Oh, I see. Now, let's see what I have here. I procured these in Riften the last time I was there. First, we have the Cliff Racer. Firebrand wine, Cyrodiilic brandy, Flynn, and Sujama. A drink for the daring. Next up, we have some Dragon's Breath mead. A drink worthy of someone as fiery as you are. Then there's the Velvet La Chance, which is a mixture of blackberry, honey, spiced wine, and a touch of nightshade. Perfectly safe, in moderate amounts.
If I'm going to regret this, I may as well do it properly.
Well, you're feeling brave today. Likewise.
How have you been feeling?
Our adventuring has been getting more tiring lately. It's as if the world is responding to your growing power. As you get stronger, enemies get stronger. Which is why stress relief is all the more important. I know you want it. Just ask, and this girl is all yours. So, what do you say? Up for a little combat training later?
Have you ever thought about what comes after this life?
Yeah. It's not the most comforting thought, but it's a reality I'll have to face eventually. Seeing as how I'm a vampire, my soul will most probably end up in Cold Harbor. If I could, though, I would like to potentially alter that fate. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy my vampire powers, but I hate what it's done to my family, and who I ultimately have to submit to. Alright, so, what do you want to talk about now?
Do you believe people are born good
Wow.
or evil?
Looks like you're in a philosophical mood tonight. In terms of what I think, everyone is born as a blank slate. An infant, for example, doesn't know their right hand from their left. You can't hold them accountable for anything, because they can't grasp the concept of what is good and what is evil. However, when you get to a certain age, you start learning these things. That's when people can start erring towards the more good part of the spectrum, or quite the opposite. However, once you're on a certain end of this spectrum, it doesn't mean that you'll stay this way for the rest of your life. Some people rise as heroes and die as villains. Others, they work to overcome their evil with great effort. So, what do you want to talk about now?
Enough philosophy. What do you really think of all our dungeon delving?
Don't you ever get tired from these kinds of adventures? Venturing into a decrepit, dusty old crypt, skulking with Draugr and traps? Then why bother to do more?
Because the danger usually guards something worth finding.
Well, I can't argue with that. The spoils are always worth the trek.
Have you ever wanted to see somewhere truly distant?
I have, actually. But not before I get to explore the rest of Tamriel. Besides those distant lands, there's a lot else to explore, you know? The delicacies and culture of High Rock, the dense forests of Valenwood, the imperial city of Cyrodiil, or even Skyrim, by the Maker. I've spent most of my life cooped up in a dusty old tower. Almost everything is new nowadays.
And what do you make of Skyrim now?
I definitely didn't expect there to be a war of succession while I was gone. Also, I never expected a Cyrodiilic empire to conquer Tamriel, that Tiber Septum. Even the Remnants didn't achieve godhood. But what do you think of all this?
I don't worship Talos myself, but I respect what he accomplished.
Me too. Looks like we agree on something.
You've answered enough of my questions. Is there anything you've wanted to ask me?
Yeah, actually. This might seem a bit heavy, but hear me out. What's your outlook on life? What gets you up every morning?
New lands, new people, and things I haven't seen yet.
Me too. Just getting pent up on that island. Ugh. It feels so good to be outside and adventuring for once.
Anything else you'd like to know?
Now that I think of it, there is. What brings you to Skyrim?
I came looking for new adventures, and whatever opportunities followed.
So that in the end, you would get rich, get famous, or perhaps something else? Like save a damsel from a dragon? And perhaps you've already done that.
Get some rest, Serana. I'm going to see what Inigo is up to.
Ah, to finally rest up in comfort. What a treat. I'm tired. Warm hearth and cozy beds are so welcome after all this time on the road. Let's just stay here for a bit. Revel in being away from the blinding sun and blistering cold for once.
Right? Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both?
A sweet roll and a mug of mead, please. Here, keep the change.
Fine, here you go.
Thank you very much.
Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives.
It has been good adventuring by your side. I am glad I got to fight some spiders with you.
You're obsessed, Inigo.
We all have our hobbies, my friend. What is wrong with a little spider slaying? Do you not enjoy the noises they make when you hit them?
Of course. Nothing brings me more joy than fighting spiders.
I am glad you agree. It is good we have so much in common. Anyway, I just wanted to make it clear that I am always ready for some spider smashing.
I think I get the message.
Good. Did you want to talk about something else?
How are you doing, Inigo?
My back was playing up a bit earlier, but it is easing now. How is everything with you?
I'm doing well, my friend.
Good. Let us talk of other things.
Have you ever wished your fur was a less unusual color?
I used to. Not so much now. When I was a child, it became clear that my unusual appearance would make my life a little harder. But these days, it usually does not bother me. We are all odd in one way or another. I say embrace it.
Honestly, I hardly notice it anymore.
Those who enjoy trying to make others feel worthless are worthless to me. They usually lack any remarkability of their own. All they can offer the world is bile. I do not worry too much about the opinions of the heartless and cruel. The worst part, the reason I cannot wholly ignore my strangeness, is the reactions from those who do not even know they are reacting.
Go on, I'm listening.
I'm thinking if you don't eat that sweet roll, I will.
Tell me more about your past. Start at the beginning.
Of course, what do you want to know?
What were your parents like?
My brother and I never knew our real parents. We were found abandoned in a smelly shack by a soldier on his way to battle. We melted his heart with our fuzzy little faces, and he carried us to the nearest town. He deposited us at an orphanage, and that is where we spent most of our childhood.
And what happened after the orphanage?
My brother and I were adopted by a couple of retired assassins. I guess the orphanage did not do a family background check.
What happened when you and your brother finally left home?
I was bullied by the other Khajiit children because of my unusual color and markings. My mother showed me a handy trick with a rock and a glove. I was never bothered again. Yes, bullies should not be tolerated. They soon learned that being different is not a weakness.
And your mother and father?
My father showed my brother and I how to use a sword. My mother taught us the bow. Happy childhood memories.
Do you fear death?
No, I fear reincarnation. If I came back as a chicken, I don't know how I would go about ending my life. I could run at a saber cat, I suppose.
What would you want to come back as?
Me, of course, but a different me. A me who makes better choices and always gets the ladies. What would you come back as?
A dragon.
Fitting, I guess. What if you came back only to be murdered by your current self, though? That would be embarrassing.
How do you think I'm doing?
You want a performance review? Okay.
Take your time.
Okay. I will list some of your attributes. Here we go. You smell like a wild beast today. You have some gold, but you could do with more. I am a battle-loving sweet roll eater. You are a sun-hating blood drinker. Each to their own. You have never done time in a cell, unlike me. Your travels have taken you to a few interesting places, but much of Skyrim is still a mystery to you. You are essentially homeless right now. Let me think. You are getting very good at hurting things with magic. As far as I can tell, you are disease-free at the moment. You are good at getting what you want out of a conversation. You are probably influencing me right now. You are strong, free, and watching you fight one-handed is like watching a fish thrash around with an arrow through its eye. You will get better. In life, you tend to go your own way. You smell hungry. I hope you do not want to suck my blood.
I'll be honest. Sometimes you look delicious.
I see. Well, please try to restrain yourself. I am not on the menu. I have no desire to be a meal for anyone. Not even you. How does it feel? Being a vampire, I mean. Not being eaten.
It feels fantastic.
Really? How so?
I can turn invisible, raise the dead. Plus, I am immune to poison.
That is impressive. I can see the attraction.
Would you ever want to become a vampire?
No, I am not interested.
Why not?
I would miss the sun. I would hate being dependent on another substance after my dealings with skooma. I do not enjoy the smell of death. And I like my teeth the way they are, thank you very much. Anyway, I feel this conversation is making you hungry. Maybe we should change the subject.
Somehow, a quiet drink turned into spiders, reincarnation, vampirism, and whether Inigo looked edible. For the three of us, that was a fairly normal evening.